Hello everyone, Bloodlust Knight here, back at it with another World of Tanks game. Here with a special one for you of a Golden Oldie. One of the oldest Tier 5s in the game, the American T14 Heavy Tank. This is a Tier 5 Premium. And the sad thing about it is that it's a Tier 5 Premium that has been overly power crept immensely from many other tanks that have came out later down the road. Now, yes, you're going to see me run into this thing. I'm chatting with my buddy, who's in my platoon mate right now. Was chatting with him live on stream, so I ran into the rock. Now, what is it about the T14? What's uniquely special about it that I actually like it a lot? Well, as you can see just by the shape of it, just look how it looks and look how its armor sloped is, plus the skirts. It looks like a tank that's supposed to be blocking and deflecting every single round. It does not look like you're supposed to pen it at all. It's almost a Warhammer 40k tank. It really does. Now, the problem with, like I said, it got power crept. There is a noticeable weak spot on the T14 to anyone who knows where to look for it. Oof. And then, of course, it's got a terrible gun. But the obvious weak spot for the T14 is if you look at the front, right there where the gun is. Right there, where the coaxial machine gun is. That is a very known obvious weak spot for the T14. For anyone who has trouble penning it, if you're Tier 5 or lower, aim for that spot. And then not to mention that even though it looks like it's got a ton of armor, like it could withstand the Orc army invasion while you're the Supermarines, no, not really. It does not have enough armor. With people loading gold these days, it just gets pinned by everything. Top of that, with its gun, it is a Tier 4 gun. It is a very lackluster, very low-power gun. As I look here for seeing the ELC biz, I decided not to push here because I'm like, okay, I know the light tanks are here, I have no idea who's behind it, and I'm the only one who pushed this far. The rest of my team's still behind me over here with Zedimka and the Biss, who's not doing the Biss things. We'll talk about him later. And my buddy down here, DJ Spleen. He's down here having to deal with all them by himself. Well, not entirely. He's got the heavy. So I come look over and I notice, oh wait, I could probably get that Churchill. Keep an eye on him, and then, ooh, he's pushing. Ah, there we go. 109 damage, and then I missed the second one. Average of 100 damage isn't too bad. The problem is, this is only a 75 millimeter. And let's see, 110 average damage. But that pen, ugh, its highest pen is 92. It's a Tier 4 gun. Then go over to his gold rounds. It's still 110, but it's only 127. So automatically his gold rounds just do way more pen at any distance. But it's just, yeah, I think this thing needs a little bit of a help for just. I don't know what to do with his gun, though. That's the thing. I don't know how to buff it. Do I want the gun buff, or do I want the armor buff? I don't know. So my buddy is... They're pushing on my buddy, is having problems. I turn, I notice the M10's coming, and... Thankfully, 92, though, against Tier 5s is fine. I didn't get to kill the M10, and my buddy is unfortunately gone. They got him. So they see him there, I come forward. Yeah. I just didn't care about shooting. It's like, yeah, it's... Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know if they should just improve the accuracy or something. I don't know, but to me, I think what this tank needs is not anything done with its firepower. Because to be honest, yeah, 92 pen. Ugh, yeah, that's terrible. Because I know where the weaknesses are on a lot of these tanks, such as the KV-1, where if I fought the KV-1, having a much better armor layout, much better armor effectiveness, and then also not to mention it's got two better guns than this, a 57 millimeter and the, what is it, 70, 80, 77, or 85? I gotta look at what the next one is. But it's got two guns better than this, and with a better armor effectiveness, it will outlast the T14. Now, thankfully I got help there with the M10, as you saw the ELC Biss shot him. Like I said, we'll talk about him in a moment. He is using the 90 mil in the Biss. Ooh, got the Zedimka there. And then this is also another thing, the Zedimkas there, the Polish TDs, this is the day when they just came out. So now I'm testing the T14 against them as I'm trying to gain credits because I just finished the tier 6 at this point and was trying to get credits for the tier 7. Since I didn't have enough time to rack up a whole bunch of credits just for this moment. But, yes, for the T14, I have no idea what I want it to do. Do I want the firepower to increase? Or do I want its armor to increase? Because now 92, all Churchill has to do, if he can actually turn sideways, I have to aim at his turret. There's no other way I can pen it. 92 is too low for that. To me, I think the better choice would be to buff this tank's armor. I think buffing its armor effectiveness, not crazy amounts to make it be like a tier 5 Matilda when we don't need that. But I would say it's armor just because everything's come out with bigger guns. The ELC Biz here, that one, as you can see, he's using a 90 mil as well. Just by the look of his gun. He's got the muzzle at the end, it's longer than the tank, and his turret's not turning. So he's using a 90 mil as well. But even tanks like the AMX-13 FL11 that you see dead over there, that can pen this thing very easily. And that I don't like. That's the worst. That is the worst tier 5 light tank in the game, and it was free on the 13th anniversary. And it can pen this tank. Here comes the Churchill, and I have to load gold at this point, because he's angled, like I said. He's angled. There's nothing I can do to pen it other than his turret, and yet I have to pen his turret with gold, because 92 is still not enough. I may get lucky like I do with the Zedinkas. Now, Zedinkas, on the other hand, with this whole Polish tech line, the majority of the Polish tech line has been a huge disappointment for me. For the way it's supposed to be, yeah, you're supposed to be up in the front, and effectively, the closer you are, the more damage you do. So you're supposed to be up in the front, shooting him in the face. Nah, they made them glass cannons. So the Polish TDs to me are like the T14 here, only that they have a bigger gun. That's basically it. They're glass cannons. They have no armor. Zedinka itself, as you saw, I penned the Zedinka all the way at the back, on the back right over here past the AMX. And yeah, I penned him. Yet it has 100 millimeters of armor on the front. I still penned him. Now, another thing here, as you can see in chat, I complained, why is the ELC BIS behind me? I can't move forward. I know Zedinka's over here. Churchill gets away. But Zedinka's behind me. And you're about to see a Cavalier here. If you look at the map, you'll see the Cavalier just go off. The Cavalier went nuts this round. Which gave us a huge advantage to turn this game around, which is a nice thing. So yes, spoilers, it's a victory. Eventually, I'll get a really good one where it's a defeat, but it was a really good match. Unfortunately, I can't, there's one I can't play it. Because of the recent patch is making me not play any of my older replays, which is making me upset, so I'm letting Wargaming know, hey, I can't play my old replays. Yeah, right here, he said, I'll move to support you, we'll push. I said, not wise. All their Zedinkas are not spotted. We don't know where they're at, and they have 4, because after all, they're brand new. Everyone's after them now. One pops up, as you can see, look. I mean, just that. They're relatively flat, only 100 millimeters of armor, and then, of course, let alone the lower plate in the hull has, like, nothing. So it's way too easy to pen them. And then another bad part about them is that they only have 15 degrees of firing arc. It's very narrow. It's literally from this part of the gun to there. That's it. It is very narrow. And they turn slow. I was hugely disappointed with these tanks. And taking the T14 out and doing that to him, I somehow managed to block a gold round. They have good guns. They just can't block anything. And yet they're supposed to be in the front. So it's like, what do you do with these? You're literally meant to just come in, do 3 shots, do as much damage as you can, and then die. They're glass cannons. BIS is still back there, and here we're going to get to the BIS here soon. But yeah, with the Zedinkas, it's a huge disappointment. I took the T14 out and penned him like nothing. So that's why it's a huge disappointment. Now here, as you see with me hovering back and doing the BIS, again, I'm doing this live. And talking to my chat and talking to my buddy. And the BIS is still just sitting back there. He's refusing to do anything. He's just sitting back there with a 90 mil. So I'm the one up here in the front, and there's everybody saying he must be a bot, and it's like, without a doubt, he's a bot at this point. But he did do a response, called everyone a moron. So he's not a bot. He's a troll. He's just an absolute troll there to cause pain to his own team, which we basically sent the video and reported him saying that, nah, this is not, he shouldn't be there. Yeah, see, now he's doing even worse language. Just calling everyone here and thinking he's the biggest, baddest player in the game. And it's like, no, I'm all the way up here in the front doing your job, Biss. Okay, I'm doing your job. I'm a heavy tank. I'm still here with the Zadimka behind me. I need the Zadimka to help me with the KV-1 in case he pushes, because the KV-1 has to crest over in order for me to hit his weak spot, for me to do anything with this tank. And there's another Zadimka, since we've only spotted one, killed the other. And then the other was spotted in the center. So he was the last one we needed to know. And as you see, I started loading gold because I'm like, it's 100. Yeah. This is the problem. Just with anything in this game, T14 suffers the same as Zadimka. Just low gold. Unfortunately, they see him, they shoot him, he gets away. The other Zadimka I noticed is now way in the back. And then there's the final Zadimka right there. It hasn't been touched yet, he's in the center. Finally been touched by our Biss. Doing nothing. I decided to take the advantage at this point, going, okay, since they're all over there, and I noticed Zadimka's over here and Churchill shot over on the left. Nobody else is looking this way but the KV-1. I'm going to push forward. Zadimka sees, tries to follow me. And I told him, you should not, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. I was saying it in chat, I didn't say it in here. See, right there. I didn't get the hit there, but look, see where I'm aiming? Right there. Yes, I still had gold loaded at the time, but I mean, it's getting close game now. We're now turning around. Ugh, again, that poor accuracy. Come on, nope. Okay, he gets away. So I'm trying to be careful with the Zadimka. Like, I really want to chat if I could at the same time, and just be all, look, try not to stay too close by me, because I am going to get spotted, and if you've seen, you're dead, because you're now one shot. You're at 89. And you only have 100 millimeters of armor. You're not going to block anything. Churchill 1 can easily pen you with the regular AP, because its AP rounds are 125 pen. I have to look that up. So now that I know no one's over here, I decided to push up, trying to figure out where the Churchill and the Zadimka are. And already I mean, we're turning this around, doing as much as we can. I got 4 kills, 1900 damage, 1200 spotting, way more than our Biss ever did. And here I am. Oh, I got spotted. Oh no, where are they at? Okay, so they're down here in this ridge. They're on that ridge. Oh, there's the other Zadimka.
We didn't even scratch them.
At least I touched them. Time's running out, we gotta quickly find them all. So I'm pushing forward. There's the Churchill. Yay, doesn't get me. I miss. And my buddy Zadimka gets him. So I'm like, okay, where are the others? Where are the others? I decided not to go all the way to the bush because I figured, okay, if I'm this close, I don't think that they're, especially since he didn't shoot me. So I doubt they're there. So I move up just to see where the other Zadimka is. There he is. Oh, he came closer. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Terrible accuracy. Got him. Oh, no. My Zadimka's gone. No. Got him. We're now approaching a minute left, and there's still the KV-1 and the other Zadimka, which we have no idea where he went. Not enough time to cap the base. So I went, okay, there's the KV-1. Hopefully they swarm him. Hopefully this Biss finally does something other than complain. He gets the kill, and I'm like, okay, where's the last Zadimka? We gotta find him, we gotta find him. Did he go down here? Oh, we gotta quick. I mean, this would be sad if I don't win this with this 2000 damage and 1200. Where's the Zadimka? Where'd you go? You were down to 80 HP, you were one shot. Where'd you go? Come down to the bottom to figure out where he is. And this is my oopsie. I didn't check the bush. He just sat there trying to make it a draw. Thankfully, the M10 turns just in time to get the final kill. So with that, there we go. The match is won. And an amazing thing I've done with the T14. I did not get Top Gun, unfortunately. That was another thing that was after him. But just 2,000 damage, 1,300 assist, mainly spotting. Way more than you'll see what that EOC Biss did. Just an amazing turnout of what I did with one of the, what used to be a really fun tank to have. I mean, a really fun tank to have. It has just been power crept like crazy. Even with the changes they've done tier 5, it's still not enough. Do say something in the comments about what you think this tank should have. Should its firepower should be improved, or should its armor be improved? I think its armor should be improved. If you leave the firepower as is, and you do an armor, you can turn this thing to be like a KV-220-2, where it has a very known weak spot, but an extremely powerful armor. I do that with this. Make it a KV-220-2. So with that, let's go see what the results were from this match, and you'll get to look at what this ELC Biss failed at. And here we are. Here's the results. As you can see, an amazing match. The best match I have ever done in the T14. Due to the banner underneath the mastery badge here, that is a brand new record I have done with the highest base experience I've acquired in this tank. And I finally got a Mark of Excellence, which is a very surprise to me how long it took me to get a Mark of Excellence on this tank. Two main reasons why it took me that long. Tier 5s were not counted towards Battle Pass, so I rarely played my Tier 5s because of it, which does upset me, because Tier 5s can get Marks of Excellence. And I don't know how people did so high damage in this thing. It's not one that's a rare tank that hardly anyone has, making it more difficult to get the Mark of Excellence. The older days of Top of the Tree, you were able to get this tank entirely for free. That's how I got mine, entirely for free. I wish they bring that back. But yeah, I just don't know why it took me such a long time, other than just the fact I didn't play it during Battle Pass. But amazing match, 1,300 spot, 2,100 damage, 5 kills, 1,300 block, high caliber. I mean, look at all these ribbons too. Just an amazing match with this. And as we go to the results over here, as you can see, that is an insanely high base experience for the T14. As I said, the T14 has been power crept a lot. There's that known weakness in the front where the machine gun's sitting at. And then not to mention that most other tanks come out and just get better guns. Or tech trees that do get better guns that just straight up annihilate this thing. And then the fact of gold rounds. Just low gold and you'll pin it. Same thing with the Zarinkas. Low gold and you'll pin it. So that's the main problem with the T14. It just needs a little help. Just for a lot of these tanks. Many of them the older premiums. And then even then some of the few tech trees. For instance, almost all of the new Polish TD tech trees need assistance because they're a disappointment. But they just need a little bit more help here, Wargaming. Just help them out. Make it to where they're more worthwhile to play and just more fun. Like I said earlier, I think it'd be better if they improved the armor. Leave the firepower alone, just improve the armor and make it like a KV-220-2. Not exactly, but there's still no weakness. Like, not do anything to the machine gun spot. Let that be a weakness. But I think that'll be something like that just to make it. Because it looks like a tank from Warhammer 40k that just will deflect everything, but the moment you load gold, you just pen it no matter what. Now, as we go into additional details here... Yeah... That's crazy. 49 shots, which is insane. And yes, I did fire about almost half that of gold. I had to. This gun is terrible. 92 pen for AP and only 127 for gold. Yeah, really low. So sometimes I had to do that, especially against the Churchill and the KV-1. But again, 2,000 damage from over 300 meters, 530. Surprised I still managed to hit him and hit 5 times for that distance, for how bad accuracy that is. 1,300 block and 1,300 assist, which most of that was spotting. Enemy vehicles damage destroyed. Damage 10, only destroyed 5, spotted 4. Yeah, didn't get the Top Gun, but I mean, still just an amazing match for it. And then, as we're talking about the Biss, the foul-mouthed Biss, oh, look at that. Just look at this. He sat in the back the entire match with a 90 mil. and with how much damage the 90 mil hits, as you can see, he only hit 4 times. 4 times. One was barely any damage because he killed the KV-1 at the end. But 4 times, 637, and the 90 mil does over 200 damage on average. So you actually penned twice. He just finished off 2 tanks at low health. He has done nothing. Cause for player says is only 987. That's just very sad. This has traveled because he went all the way up to the corner and then went all the way down, whereas I went down and sat here waiting for him, trying to tell him, hey, you need to come spot. And he just starts foul-mouthing everyone, calling everyone a moron. And yeah, that's not a player you want to have on here, because as you can see, look, only 637, 2 kills. He only gets that high because he stayed alive and helped at the end. Whereas I'm the one having to basically take his role as well with my Zrimka buddy who unfortunately died. And then, of course, my buddy Spleen unfortunately died at the center because he got swarmed. So yeah, that's... Hope you like this match. I mean, that's just the best thing I've ever done in the T14. It was insane. And yeah, if you encounter people like this ELC here, just report. We sent a bunch of reports. I'm pretty sure he's getting chat banned. It's not going to ban him from the game. He's just foul-mouthed everyone. And considering how he's foul-mouthing, it just shows indication he's not a bot. So unfortunately, he will not be banned, but he'll just be chat banned. That's the best you can do. Anything else way egregious or actual evidence of being bots, always report that in there. They'll take it seriously and they will ban them for a while or permanently, depending on how many times to do it. But yeah, you'll encounter them all the time. Just sometimes going through it, you may go and talk and complain like I did on this where it was live. We were talking about it and complaining about him, thinking he's a bot and all this and that. And then after that, I just ignored and just kept doing my own thing. So sometimes the best thing is just to ignore and you'll end up with results like this. So let me know what you think about this match. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you hate it. Do put down in the comments if you have the T14, if you enjoy it a lot, if you love playing it, or if you really think of an agreement that I have made where this thing does need help. And if it does need help, what would you want to do with it? Would you want to increase its firepower? Or would you want to increase its armor? So let me know that down in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I hope to see you all in the next one.